Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So off we go then. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Well, Peter, I've been hugely impressed with what I've seen so far from this guy, Jude Bellingham. You don't become a regular.
And a chance! And he's following up! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Vieira.
Botafogo would very much seem to be growing their confidence here. You can feel it.
Van Nistelrooy. Now it's Bellingham. Bellingham was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And it's Roberto Carlos. Seedorf. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Seedorf. Pullet. Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of passes. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell.
Seedorf. This is a promising build-up.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Forlan. And Mecha. Now, what about a counter-attack?
That's just playing it safe and simple. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And the keeper beats it away. Lovely bit of skill. Ferdinand, always a very imposing presence at the back. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Varane. Great vision. Goes for a shot! Goal! Botafogo! Simplicity itself.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Botafogo have broken through. It's 1-0.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Bellingham. Oh, such a clever touch. Lahm defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Gullit looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Botafogo very much in the ascendancy and with a goal to their name. Forlan. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Nesta did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Ferdinand. Vieira. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Varane did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And here's Mbappe. Varane has created one goal already. And here's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Gullit. Nemecha. And here's the chance to counter. Now Fiore. Tries to play it through. Roberto Carlos. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nemecha. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that has left him in a heap. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. And this is Roberto Carlos.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
Fiore. No, again there's no way through. And the referee says that is that for the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. Botafogo coming in at half-time, leading by 1-0.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps, that's not too much to ask.
Botafogo can look back at a decent first half. 1-0 the score. And so the action is resumed. Botafogo currently ahead by the smallest of margins. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Always onto this. Lahm is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Couldn't squeeze it through. Fiore. Looking to play him in. And the shot! And it's come back out to him. Oh, good finish. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
We're looking at a different game now.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Mbappe. Nicely weighted ball. Ibrahimovic showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now that's well seen too. And it's Gullit. Fiore. Bellingham. And it's Van Nistelrooy. And it's Seedorf. Zanetti eases the ball away from him. Seedorf really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
That's an excellent interception. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Lahm. Bullet. Seedorf. Rafael Varane has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. And he's managed to get free. Forlan. Bullet. Oh, they can break here. Bellingham. This is promising. Nesta does really well to win the ball there. Vieira. Botafogo have a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken.
Substituição no time do Botafogo.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And he's had it nicked away. Dahari. Good purposeful running this. Dahari! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Dahari is offering a wry smile there.
Marcelo, teremos uma substituição.
Botafogo have the chance to go the other way.
That's really good energy, Peter, the way they defend from the front.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nesta. He has found the way through. Fermin in towards the back stick. Ferdinand with the clearance.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Shanghai Shenhua really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
He's picked his way through. Shot, surely! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And it's Yaya Toure. Good ball, good canny finish! And he's stuck it away! And the game is well and truly turned on its head! Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
Real chance! And needless to say, that deserved better.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Benatia, always on the lookout for any signs of danger. That's a good foray he's making. Vermin. And the Mecha.
Teremos 3 minutos
And
de
it's Nesta.
acréscimo.
And the number on the board is 3. And he's been shifted off it. That's a little off target. Gives it back. Can he get on the end of this? Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Botafogo can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Botafogo absolutely shocking here. Shockingly porous down the middle, which was painfully exploited, and that's left plenty for the manager to think about. A painful reminder of where standards really need to be.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We are just getting started. Van der Sar turning out for what will be his 400th appearance. There's precious little point talking of anyone else here. And he shoots! And the keeper could only will that wide of the post.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Roberto Carlos. And here's Mbappe. He's found some space. He is through here. Now it's Roberto Carlos. A header! He's delivered all right!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Certain, searing and imperious.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Portugal finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Rijkaard. Now it's Gullit. Mbappe. Mbappe venturing down the left. And the shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Real chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Cristiano Ronaldo really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 2 then. That has been knocked clear. Botafogo have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Mbappe. Leicester cuts out the pass. And it's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Oh, greatly! Oh, it's come off the upright. Botafogo very much in the ascendancy and with a goal to their name. Has to go back. Goes for a shot! Just a tiny bit high.
Oh, he's got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. And here's Mbappe. That's destined for the flank. Well, that looks a decent ball. Crosses it in. Cannavaro gets it away. Vieira. Gullit is the team's great visionary. Good ball over the top. Ronaldo unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Over to the other side. Roberto Carlos. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, he's having a go! Off the post! Not a bad try by any means.
Well, that face says it all. I think I'd feel the same way, not that I was ever an expert at finishing or anything like that.
Botafogo leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Rice. And now the breakaway. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he stands tall, impenetrable.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Mbappe. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's Vieira. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Vieira. And here's Hullet.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, important interception. Messi. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
And he cuts out the supply. Mbappe. And there's his chance to lead the counter.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Looking for options for movement. And the finish! It's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. How very smart. He just got it right.
Yeah, I'd rather praise the scorer than criticise the defence here. He stepped forth and conquered.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Botafogo are now luxuriating in a two-goal. And the referee says that is that for the first half.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Botafogo firmly in control at the break. 2-0 the scoreline. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Lahm aims beyond the defence. Cross flung in towards the middle. Tries to get it clear. Has a look and plays it forward. Now it's Hullet. Now it's Mbappe. Knocks it into space. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Nesta is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Little pass back. And it's Roberto Carlos. Rice. Rice. So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. Ibrahimovic. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Substituição no time do Botafogo.
So changes afoot here and from both sides.
Camisa 11, camisa 19, camisa 41, camisa 9. Deixando o campo para a entrada dele. Camisa 30.
Tries to play it through. Donadoni receives it in a wide position. Can he finish?
Camisa 2. Marcelo.
It's Totti! And it's in! Right back in the game! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Hazard! That's a sharp pass. That's been cut out, well played. Botafogo suddenly appear frail.
Yes, from comfort zone to a stage of uncertainty, perhaps, and they can't drift into a carelessness, or this could get away from them. Portugal really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue, and they'll get clinical.
Hazard, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Šeško! And he's heaved it away. They're back in possession and ready to go again. And it's Hazard. Gerrard producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Saliba. Gerrard. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And it's Hazard. Šeško tries a shot! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
It's their second corner of the game. Marcelo goes short. Hangs one. Oh, good climb! And that would have been game, set and match.
He's really trying to take this upon himself to get it won.
Totti. Oh, it's Gerrard. Botafogo, moments now away from seeing this one out.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Oh no, what has happened here? And that pass just didn't quite work. Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Hazard. It's Hazard! And he's really put himself on the line here. Corner number 3 coming up. They've played it short. And he skips past his man, Yaya Toure. What's to shot a goal! And over, just.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win. And it came down to one decisive moment. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, we're on the way. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
I don't think we've seen a dribbler as good as this guy, Vinicius Junior, in some time. His favourite move is to receive the ball in a wide position, attract defenders his way, where he can turn them and just leave them behind and have a clean run at goal. He's a very tricky customer and getting better week by week.
Yes, he's certainly the... And the shot! An early chance there, first of the game.
Botafogo really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage and it's time for them to use it.
And it's been taken short. Crosses it into the towering header. They've got to be quick to recover this. Chelsea have the chance to go the other way. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. Oh, brilliant stop from Courtois! And he's being shifted off it. And this is Kane. Now it's Vinicius Junior. No, he's just misjudged that one. Lahm. Botafogo are applying all the early pressure.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good...
Shapes to shoot! Vinicius Junior. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Mbappe chasing after it. Now it's Kane. Well, that pass isn't the best. Your impression so far, Jim?
Botafogo have definitely started much the stronger. They're far more creative.
Now this could be a chance. Serginho defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And this is Kane. And they've got rid. Vieira. And reclaimed it in a trice. Tries to pass it through. Cristiano Ronaldo! That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
This is their second corner of the game. Roberto Carlos plays it short. Ball swung in. And now they can spring out of defence. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And that's going to be a booking. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Roberto... Oh, good climb! Goal! Botafogo! And we have liftoff! Certain, searing and imperious. He did... That's a foul, no two ways about it. Now then, what's happening here? He is already on a yellow. Pedri has been shown a second yellow, just to confirm. He is therefore off. And that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
With the owner of a blue car parked outside the stadium.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're up and running. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's a 4-3-3.
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield three and the attacking three to become too detached from one another. If that happens, then pressure can quickly be applied via the counter-attack, and you can be exposed defensively. So compactness can't be compromised, and you need talkers in this team. You need leaders and people.
And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Bullet clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And the keeper beats it away. And this is Shevchenko. And this is Hazard. And that's the keeper's ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Rodri. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Here's a guy that qualifies as one of the best defensive midfielders to ever play the game.
Patrick Vieira, the pillar of strength.
Yeah, aggression, hard tackling, they're the foundations of his game, but he can turn defence into attack very quickly and show his terrific athleticism and real power.
Oh, good take in a good area. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
And this is Ibrahimovic. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Gullit is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Vieira. And it's Gullit. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Ibrahimovic was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, that's neat. Delivers with whip. Good read, needed to be. That's a lovely, neat pass. Botafogo, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Ibrahimovic. Well, they can break here. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Vieira. Vieira really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a... Tries a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And it's been taken short. Lahm delivers. And he's cut it out. Atalanta have the chance to go the other way. Oh, that's well spotted. Good ball over the top. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Ferdinand. Seedorf can see things others simply cannot. And here's Ibrahimovic. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Knocks it into space. Lahm. And he can thump it away. And it's Seedorf. Good ball, good take. And he shoots! And it's been hooked away. 40 minutes gone. Half-time closing in. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Shevchenko concedes a free kick for that. Roberto Carlos. Oh, sweet feet. Swings it across.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Rodri. Chance here to counter. Varane kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Seedorf. And that brings the first half to a close. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think despite the scoreline, Peter, there's only one team in it. They might not have made the most of their chances so far, but I see no signs of frustration creeping in. And maybe a bit of fine-tuning during the break, and they should get their reward in the second half.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side... Can he finish? And he's really put himself on the line here. Corner number 2 then. Roberto Carlos with the short one. Tries to cross. And now they can spring out of defence.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Atalanta always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah.
Shapes to shoot! Big moment! Massive goal!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Botafogo have broken through. It's 1-0.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. Atalanta choosing to make the first change.
Ibrahimovic, numero 8. Lasciano il campo per il numero 21.
And it's Bale.
Il numero 19.
Tries to pass it through. Can he get it through? And that is expertly dealt with. Ibrahimovic is being harried and hassled.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Lahm is one whose deliveries we all know about. Just eases him off the ball. Looking for the run.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Oh, that's fabulous. Delivered low. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Botafogo have their third corner. They've played it short. Chance to shoot! And a neat finish! And this is getting better and better. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Botafogo are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Van der Sar is there to clear.
Sostituzione per l'Atalanta. Numero 7. Hazard. Lascia il campo per il numero 10. Attenzione.
He's had it taken off him. Lahm. Pull it. Aims beyond the defence. Decent chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. And that's it. That's it for tonight's match. So it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And that gets things running.
There's a player on this pitch who shines above the rest, and we're talking defence.
And that is?
Well, it's got to be Paolo Maldini.
Who's arguing?
Yeah, and he's a living, breathing symbol of leadership, loyalty and devotion to his craft. What a player.
Van der Sar needs a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Oh, it's Hazard! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Lahm with the short one. Lahm delivers. Hazard! Again, a brilliant save.
Another cracking save from the keeper, Peter. He's playing a blinder.
Corner number 2 then. Hazard goes short. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. So, third corner of the game. And that could well leave a mark. Oh, well played, well played. Vieira. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And here's Mbappe. Threads one in. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Ibrahimovic. It's Ibrahimovic! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Ibrahimovic clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 4 coming up here. Paris Saint-Germain have the chance to go the other way. Still goalless at the moment. Hazard, good driving run. Maldini. Cruyff. Rijkaard. Yaya Toure. And here's Ibrahimovic. He's got away. He's found some real chance! Goal! Botafogo! And Botafogo are in front. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Charge, surely! Oh, split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
That should get the job done. It's a promising position. There's the impressive jump! Nearly, but not quite.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Lahm is always looking to play quality balls. Mbappe. So what can they make of this? Shot could be on. Yeah! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Yaya Toure has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
And it's Hazard. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. Rice. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And this is Ibrahimovic. Mbappe takes a shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
They're up to 5 corners now. Cleared away. Ferdinand, and he's being shifted off it. And now they can spring out of defence. Now who's going to be first to this?
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And they win it back again.
Botafogo really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Roberto, it's Roberto Carlos! Same again, same outcome.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Bale is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Mbappe, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And he shoots! And there's a goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Teremos 3 minutos de acréscimo.
Paris Saint-Germain restore parity.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Hazard. Oh, Hazard! And that is the end of the first half. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Well, Jim, they've both had their moments.
Well, I think we got a good indication of what both sides want to do, Peter. I suspect both will continue with their respective approaches, give or take the odd fine-tuning.
Well, it has been tight, it's been competitive. Each side with one significant moment, and at half-time the score is 1-1. The second half is up and running.
Botafogo are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't...
Chance! And it's a goal!
Boom! There we go, and it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
Certain, searing and imperious.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Paris Saint-Germain have their lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Well read, nice interception. Vieira. Now it's Rice, looking for chance for a shot! And yes, it's there! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So again, we have parity.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Vieira. It's Ferdinand. And it's Roberto Carlos. Now this could be a chance. Great chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner count is rising. That's 6. They've played it short. Lam. Paris Saint-Germain are looking to go forward now. Mbappe has it out wide and in space. Varane did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Roberto Carlos. Paris Saint-Germain are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos delivers. And it's claimed by the keeper. Yamal. Chance here to counter. And it's Bale. Now Yaya Toure. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. And this is Bale. And that was very necessary. And he's only too happy to take that back. Opts for safety. Rafael Varane. And it's Bale. Yamal. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, for me, Peter, I think it's all too pedestrian and slow. They need a large injection of purpose now.
Yamal. And the counter is on. Chips it through. Van der Sar gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Roberto Carlos chooses to go cross-field, and it's Lam. Azar being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Vieira. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Substituição no time do Botafogo. Camisa 14, camisa 11, camisa 18, camisa 41, camisa 9. Deixando
Yaya
o campo
Toure.
para a entrada de
Now it's Hullet.
camisa 30. Camisa
Well, there's no
7,
doubt that they want to win this,
camisa
Peter.
19,
They'll have to maintain
camisa
the energy and
42,
dynamism until the very end, though.
Camisa 2, Marcelo. Substituição.
It's run loose here. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
great ball, and he's in here. Oh, that's nice. And Yaya Toure! Now, who's going to... Oh, he's been caught on it here. Produces a cross. Schmeichel claims it. Safe hands.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. And it's Lam. Tries to pass it through.
Indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
Gerrard, renowned for his long-range shooting. Jordi Alba. Now he's got space here. Ronaldinho in acres of space out wide. And here's Ronaldinho. Now that's a fine challenge. How they wanted to win. They did everything to win, but time has beaten them. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And that gets things running. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
I'd say Petr Cech. I'm trying to come up with a flaw in his game, and I can't. Dependable and strong in every aspect of a goalkeeper's job, and he breeds confidence for his defence.
I'm thinking the same. Can he finish? He scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
So, a breakthrough already. Seedorf. And it's Azar. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Seedorf. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Seedorf. Botafogo leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Easton are looking to break at pace. Oh, played right into his path. He is through here. Ronaldinho! Varane can clear it away. Roberto Carlos. And it's Roberto Carlos. Chooses to go cross-field. Schneider. That could spell trouble. Oh, it's come loose. And he's managed to get free. Oh, what a ball! Real chance! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Hazard plays it short. Easton are looking to go forward now. Well timed, excellent interception. Botafogo currently a goal to the good and with the lion's share of the ball. Schneider conjures time and space where few can. Looking for options for movement. Not a hint of offside here. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Vieira. Ibrahimovic looking understandably energised after his goal. Seedorf. Mbappe has created one goal already. And this is Hazard. And it's made its way to him. No way through, so back it comes. There's the shot! It's not an especially good pass, that. Could be danger. He's having a shot! And he's stuck it away! And this is getting better and better. The invitation, and that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
Senhoras e senhores, atenção! O fumo só é permitido nas áreas indicadas no estádio.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's away we go then. Ibrahimovic playing game number 100 for his current employers.
Yeah, this is the first big landmark he'll hit, Peter, so I'm not sure.
And the finish! Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And he's lost his man here. Seedorf. Roberto Carlos has the space to scheme. He's rising! He's scored!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Seedorf. Great vision. And he cuts out the supply. And it's Azar. Lahm. Botafogo leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score. Seedorf! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Nesta. Ferdinand. Oh, they could break here. To Azar. Hazard running with the ball. Ibrahimovic. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. That's headed upfield. Botafogo already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance. There's the header! And that's in! And they're threatening to fly away here. What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
He was always going to do that one way or another. A fantastic effort. Simply fantastic.
Botafogo are doing very nicely, thank you.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Kvaratskhelia. Now it's Hullet. Looking to play him in. Seedorf plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Roberto Carlos. And they're on him in a flash. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Azar. And it's Lahm. That's a good foray he's making. Seedorf. Approaching the half-hour mark. Seedorf. No way through, so back it comes. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's had it nicked away. Now who's going to be first to this? Vieira. Now it's Ibrahimovic. There's a sharp little ball here. He's had a shot!
A real chance and a real let-off.
That's the threat he carries, Peter, running at defences like that, if only he managed to retain his composure.
And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.